Have you or someone you know ever been in this situation?
Hey babe, I'm home. I brought you some flowers. Babe, what's wrong? Why do you look so sad? Come on, give Big Papa a hug.
Babe, look at me. I wasn't like this before I met you. Now I'm just big and bloated and sluggish. Maybe we should just break up. Oh my gosh.
Oh babe, it's not that bad. So what if you feel bloated? So what if you don't feel as confident anymore? At least that booty getting bigger.
I can't speak to you right now. If so, here are some flowers and my condolences. But I am here to let you know that you should not let that man make you big. Let's get into it. Hey, Fairy Patch. I hope you enjoyed that skit in the beginning. I definitely want to do more like that. And I wanted to get this out before Valentine's Day. As you can tell, that did not happen, but better late than never. It's actually kind of good timing because I did get a boyfriend recently, but honestly, it's like boyfriend question mark just because I have so much going on. I don't know if I can even put my energy into that, but it's better than serial dating, which is also something I kind of have an issue with. So yeah, but as I stated before, regardless if I'm serial dating or in a relationship, I refuse to let a man or relationship or happy weight get me big. I just can't do it. So I wrote a list of things that I think actually contribute to happy weight and bodily changes when you're in a relationship to hopefully help you guys keep that in mind if you ever get in a relationship, just because I get it. You're happy, you're getting comfortable, but I don't think you should ever completely let your guard down. That may be a bit pessimistic for me to say, but I'm just living in the real world. And, sometimes it ain't that pretty, okay? So let's get into it. One, you don't gotta eat like them. You don't gotta eat as much. You don't gotta eat the same thing. And you don't have to eat at the same times all the time. If you're on a date, movie night, okay, if you want to eat the same things, but you don't have to eat just as much. Even if you are going out on a date, you can still choose to eat differently. Because who's to say just because he's eating, like, let's say a pound of chili, you also have to eat a pound of chili. Like, I'm all for portion control, eating whatever you want as long as you can control yourself, your limits, your triggers and all that. But you shouldn't just be eating willy-nilly or going automatically with how they eat. You don't have to completely assimilate or align your life with what they are doing, just because also you want to keep your independence, you want to keep your own agency regardless of whatever relationship you're in. Of course, you can adapt and change a bit. That just happens. We are social creatures, but you never want that to take precedent over what you got going on and your own goals. Okay, number 2. When people say, oh babe, it's okay, you just got thicker, or it's okay, at least you got a booty now, oh, it's okay, I like you thicker, you don't have to do anything, you're beautiful just the way you are. Now, whether they're lying just to be nice or they genuinely believe that, it doesn't really matter, because why should their attraction outweigh your own goals and your personal confidence? Like, I know some people, they'll say it just because they're like, okay, you don't really look that bad, you're so proportionate, blah blah blah. Other people just say it because the whole stereotype or trope, whatever, about, does my butt look big in this dress? And obviously you're not supposed to say, yep, your butt looks big. But there is a way to talk to your partner and get them to start being healthier, in a nice way. Time and place and tone also matter, not just the message, But regardless if it's the truth or not, yeah, like, even if they are still attracted to you, so what? Are you attracted to yourself? Do you feel you're most confident? Do you feel like the baddest babe in the room? If not, then it doesn't really matter if only that one person thinks that way about you, if you don't even think that way about yourself. Because what's more important? The way you think about yourself and your confidence and how that changes how you navigate the world and all that stuff, or them still being attracted to you. Like, hopefully they'll still be attracted to you, you know, but that's not the end all be all of what you got going on with your body. A lot more people out right now than I thought it would be. It's like 2 o'clock. No. Yeah. No, like 3 something. I don't know why I thought it'd be less people around. And it's like a Friday. Okay, number 3, and this is where my pessimism comes a little bit more, but you need to stay looking fine just in case you need to get back on the market. Like, not trying to wish on anyone's downfall. You know, I don't think you should go into a relationship already being like, well, you know, just in case we break up, I'm not gonna, you know, give them my whole heart or be vulnerable or anything like that. But you should definitely be working on those things yourself. Yeah, if you have issues, you should definitely be working on that before you even get in a relationship. But I also don't think we should get too comfy, if that makes sense. Especially if you're young and turnt. Who's to say that it can't end in like a year, 2, even like 8 years? That's just the way life is. And do you really just want to be like, okay, now I have to start from the rock bottom. I was in this relationship, I gained like 60 pounds, and now I'm trying to get back out there. And whether we like to admit it or not, accept it or not, your options will change depending on how you look, how you present yourself. So if you do want people who are more likely to be, you know, better than your ex, you probably have to be better than, you know, how you were in that relationship. Like, you know, you don't want them to get too comfortable either, because another hard truth, if they are too comfortable, they think that no one's going to want you, or you don't have all these other options, and they're like the only person who's ever going to love you the way you are, or whatever. It's toxic, but you'd be surprised how many people think that way, consciously and subconsciously. Partners will do things to lower people they're with confidence, you know, by negging, by overfeeding, by saying just whatever and doing whatever. And if you are in a situation like that, hopefully you recognize it and you're trying to get an exit plan. But regardless, even if they have the best intentions and they're like, you think they're the love of your life, you should still always be prepared and always let them know that you're that girl, you're that boy, you're that whatever. Like, sorry, but no one wants no one that no one wants. You know, obviously that's not a hard rule, but if they know that other people want you, I mean, they're gonna work harder. They're not just gonna do whatever BS because they know that you can just up and leave them, and you'll have like 10 people around the block that were waiting their chance. And last but not least, this goes with my second point, but you should always prioritize your own well-being. Like I said, it doesn't matter if their attraction is still there. If you are attracted to yourself, it doesn't matter if you don't have a happy mind, body, and just personal opinion and perception of yourself. At the end of the day, you know, relationships come and go, people come and go. One thing that you will have from the beginning to the end of your life is yourself and how you choose to live your life. So I always encourage people to do what you think is best for yourself. Obviously, I don't think you should step on everyone's toes along the way, but sometimes you just gotta say, hey babe, I know you like feeding me, you know, cooks and cakes and all that stuff, but I have a goal to meet, so I'd really appreciate if you could respect that and not give me as much and whatnot. And if that starts a huge argument or whatever, then it's already getting weird. I'm just gonna say that much. And you should refer to my third point, because that may be a bit more conscious than you may like to believe. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Obviously, I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. You know, find the love of your life or whatever, if that's, you know, what you're into. But never let that stop you from prioritizing yourself. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the berry patch. I am very, very well. I hope you're very well. And I'll see you next time. Aww.